Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to be taking a Joytoy's new Mercenary 118 scale K action figure. This is the third figure we've looked at so far in the Mercenary set that they've come out with. The three of the figures, we have Johnny, we have Con, and now we have K. This is the packaging. Comes in decent artwork on the front, Mercenary at the top. His name is just K. Bottom, we have the Battle for Stars logo and also the Joytoy in the scale. Top and bottom of the box, we have the yellow background with the Joytoy logo. On this side, we have Mercenary K. On this side, we have Mercenary. We also have warning for choking hazards. Now, for children on the age of 3, this product is not a toy. Adult collectible, recommended for ages 17 and up. Back of the box, Mercenary Joytoy. Battle for Stars logo again. This section right here is product information, company information, and a statement from Joytoy. I'll hold this here so you guys can pause and read that if you would like. UPC here at the bottom doesn't do you much good in the United States, just so you guys know. This is a window style box. This Velcro here shows artwork of the character there. And then if we spin it around, you can see the overall clamshell. Alright, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at K and hope for the best that he is better than his counterparts, Johnny and Con. Alright, so here's K outside the packaging. You know, I have to laugh because it's like, when I first started seeing product images of the three Mercenary figures, I don't really like to contact ops looking characters like Johnny and Con looks like, you know, that contract ops or whatever. Like, if you remember ones from like Marauder, and with these guys they're not good figures. And when I first seen this guy K, I'm like, what's going on with those white shoes? I mean, seriously, they were like eyesore. But as soon as I took this figure out of the box, I'm like, wow, this figure is cool. This is probably, in my opinion, I'm not even done a review for this yet, and probably the better of the three figures. We'll get into details on why, but I think a lot of times right now with these three figures is because of the color pattern of nothing but black hides all the problems. At least, as you can see here, Joytoy didn't give the action figure K here the different color joints. They're all black, which is already took care of that problem. But this figure feels good in my hands. Very, very nice. I feel like I got a quality figure for my money. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figure, and we'll talk more about what I feel. Decent head sculpt. I'm really surprised how it looks. Black hair, black beard, no glasses like the other two. Pretty decent. Head's cut decently. It's not like Johnny. Looks good. Nice. Very nice. You might already notice off the bat that this isn't the same vest that Johnny and Con has, which is great. I don't feel like I'm paying twice for something. Again, this a repaint. I got another tech vest that's different, and it looks fantastic. We have the brown, the black, and the tans. The pouches on the front look fantastic. The pouches here on the side look really, really nice. But really sold this when I seen this section here. Look at that. Look at that organization there. You got some kind of, you know, incendiary grenades on the bottom and some black grenades there at the top. Probably just your basic grenades. But the way that's positioned, that looks fantastic. And as you come around the back, man, the coloring in the vest and the gear, the pouches are just popping. This is fantastic. Looking detail. The amount of detail on this vest and these pouches are insane. I cannot get how cool that looks. Hopefully it's coming through on the camera. Looks really good. He has some grenades there or something on his upper arm. He has his pistol holster here on his belt. Now this thigh pad is separate from the belt, which is fantastic. So that's not going to interfere with your playability as much as Johnny and Con. But look at the thigh pad. Look at the paint. The level of details. You're talking about something coming out of left field and still in the show. Out of the Mercenary team here, it's Con. I'm sorry. It's K. This figure K here is fantastic. Everybody that I've seen or talked to is like, what's going on with these white shoes? Why? What's the purpose of these white sneakers? I don't know. You know what? After I've done a look at Johnny and Con, I'll take those white sneakers any day to get the overall this figure and the vest and the overall paint on this. Yes, he's basically a black jumpsuit. What? Maybe it's his trademark. We introduce white sneakers. It could be his trademark. There's no backstory. You can make whatever you want up. But I think for me, it's kind of like you got this character K, and he's a sneaker guy, I guess. He likes his white sneakers, and it doesn't fit. If they went with the brown, that would have been just as good. I would have preferred to say black pair of shoes, but honestly, after Johnny and Con, I have no problem with the white shoes. So let's go ahead and take a look at the overall articulation in this figure. For his head, he does look down. Up, side to side, 360 all the way around. You can see his cut, looks good. Nicely done. Arms on ball joint, they rotate 360. A little stiff, a little new. Did he raise up? Let's see, a little stiff there. I'm going to be careful. 360 rotation at the elbow. We do have 9-degree bend. Now he does plague. Has a wrist plague here with the ball. You can see the ball. But it's hidden because of the black. Again, that's the part where I think the overall aesthetics with the joints in this wrist ball that's visible is, saved because of the black. So it's 360 rotation on the elbow, on the wrist, and it's up, down, in and out, all the way around, any way you want. Looks pretty good. Chest articulation are under the vest, but you can't use it as you take off the vest. We do have like a crunch, ab crunch, back and forth. We have some side to side. Now the question here is the area where he could sit. No, that's an issue. His legs only set about that much up. It needs to be deeper cut here in the crotch. But this leg is free flowing at least. You can do a better split because of not having that strap attached to his belt. Too bad that way. Thigh cuts. Thigh rotation. Double joint knees. Perfect. And then we get down to his white sneakers. We have up, down, all around the ball, around the leg, 360. There is not a, or is there? It makes it look like there is on the sides, but we take a closer look at that. So on his feet there, you see there's line work here. There's no toe articulation. That's just a aesthetic look. Just have peg holes in the bottom of his feet. Not bad. A lot better than his two counterparts. Way better. I mean, when I first seen these figures, he would be my last choice. Like I like Con and then Johnny, pretty close together. But then he was like, I wasn't really sure I was going to get him, but I am so glad I did. Let's take a look at 360. Look at this figure. Pretty nice. The vest is absolutely beautiful. The black body really fixes all the issues and doesn't have that head issue like Johnny does. This is incredible looking paint. I can't believe it. I want to really show you guys all this detailing on his tack vest, on his thigh pad. Looks really good on the back. The black makes this figure pop. Let's see if I can get that. Looks great. I think I moved that. There we go. This belt is a separate piece. Wow. The laces on the shoes. Very nice. Very, very nice figure. I feel that this is more of a quality figure that we should be getting now, and these two are a step back. As you can stand, it stands perfectly. So let's take a look at accessories. Assault rifle, very unique. All black, little dry brushing of silver there. Scope, foregrip. Too bad. Let's take a look at his hands to see how well he accepts his firearm. Does have that trigger finger. Man, he holds that really nice. Very, very cool. And you can bring his other hand up, grab that grip in the front there. Two-handed weapon hold, which is fantastic. Okay, so K here has a helmet. And it's a black helmet. Everything's black on the front. We do have these tan pout squares on his head, top of the head. I don't know if it's something or not. I'm not sure what that is. But okay, so it is a helmet. Basically, he goes over his current head. You don't have to swap out the head for the helmet, which is great because you have more of your accessories on your figure. But it looks like that it's a little loose, unfortunately. But he looks really good. I'm shaking it. You can see it wants to come off. Yeah, kind of do that Spider-Man kiss thing. But the tolerance is off a little bit. But it's not horrible. It's not great. It's not horrible. I mean, if you get in a certain position, it kind of wedges itself and then stays. But it's not too bad. Now, when you pull out your black tray, you're going to have this little baggie fall out. It does come with a school shield. So let's see if we can get this open here. I really don't want to rip my bag because I want to put it back in for temporary until I figure out what I'm going to do with these guys. So let's get that shield out. Now, also, he's a better figure than his other two counterparts, but you're getting more for your money. You're getting a shield. You're getting a handle. So you feel like you're getting a value, at least, for K. Okay, here's the shield. It is quite large. I love the silver studs on the front. That looks really cool. This says you can go straight through. There's no window or nothing there. There's the back of it. It's just a black shield. Some details there. Peg hole for the handle. So we have a way to collapse over the wrist and a handle there. And of course we want to peg this on here like this. So that's very tight. I'm going to have to probably heat that up before I can do anything with that. I don't want to break that because you get one. But here is the initial size of the shield versus the figure. He pretty much can hide almost all the way through, except for his white sneakers and bottom of his legs. Comes with two sets of hands. More than likely, it's the same hands that the other two figures came with. So you have a set of fisted hands if you want to box or go hand to hand. Then you have a very, very tight grip. I haven't seen outside the Mercenary guys. These are very tight. Almost like that would be something for like small knives or something. No, you don't get any other. Those two hands there that are very tight don't have their trigger fingers. They're just like this, basically. So if you want a pistol, which I can see he does have a holster here. And he does hold his pistol decently. It's not fall out. It is the same pistol we've seen with Johnny and Con. You get one trigger finger hand per Mercenary. So you have to use the one that's, if you want that aesthetic, you have to use the hand that comes with the figure. And he can hold that pistol pretty nicely. So pretty nice. I mean, at least the pistol holster is up on the belt instead on the thigh pad, and then attached to the belt with a piece of plastic. It's free flown, so you have the option of removing that, lower or take it off or keep it or whatever. Versus you have to, you have to have the belt and the thigh pad with those two. So that's all your accessories. You get a little more with K. It looks cool. Okay, so these Mercenary figures run about $25 in China. Obviously, I pay shipping. United States retailers I've checked, $35. I recommend K. He's cool. He's decent. You can definitely buy K without saying, "Why did I buy this figure?" Unless those white shoes bother you a lot. And I'm telling you what, I'm really accepting these white shoes over all the other issues. So, let's take a look at a comparison with the other two guys. So he does have the same kind of back, like that is like a camel pack maybe, but the vests are quite different on the front. And I think the belts are kind of different. Got these canisters here versus the pouch on this belt. So Johnny's are pretty much the same figure, except for the head sculpt and the shirtless character. So there they are, all three of them. So you either like all three of them or you don't. Now, I'll give you my opinion on best, which is K. If you absolutely had to have one, K is it. If you get past the white sneakers, you get more accessories, better figure. Double better figure. And then I would choose Con as a second figure. You've seen the reviews for each one of those, so I'm not going to go back through the issues that they have. And then Johnny, that head looks like a helmet. I mean, that's just... the way that back of that head is there, he would be my last choice. If I had to choose in order of my likes and dislikes. So, highly recommend K. I don't recommend Johnny, and I don't want to recommend Con, but he's not bad. I mean, if you want to, these figures, first, second, third, or buy all three. It's up to you. I must say I'm very surprised how cool K is. Blew me away when I took him out of packaging. It was like, wow, I can't believe the one I thought would be the least is now my favorite out of the three. So, at least we end our journey of the three Mercenary reviews on a good note with a good figure. So, I guess, happy ending. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate that. Hit the thumbs up. Share the video with all your fellow friends and collectors. That way they know about the figures issues. Recommend them to subscribe if you would. I'd really appreciate that. Support the channel. Comment down below with any questions. If you have these figures, which ones you like, which ones you don't. I would like to hear what everybody thinks. Your opinion is always welcome. Thanks guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next review.